Shalom. We are Hebrew Israelites who come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom of America. First and foremost, we give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Dash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of GMS, who rule well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. GMS Arkansas band coming out with another street preacher. We out here for the elect only the 12 tribes of Israel, Judah, the so-called Negroes, Benjamin, the so-called West Indian Jamaicans, Levi, the so-called Haitians. We are from Reuben, the Seminole Indians, Gad, the North American Indians, Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, Zebulon is Guatemala, the Panama, Manasseh, the so-called Cubans, Simeon are the Dominicans, Ephraim are the Puerto Ricans, Naphtali is Argentina to Chile, and Asher is Colombia, Uruguay. We are here for the 12 tribes of Israel, right? Who our big brother Yahweh Shai has come to redeem. 1/3 the elect, and 2/3 is set up for the destruction, man. And this is an artist's rendition of how Yahweh Shai looks according to the scriptures, man. It is not this painting here that was painted by Michelangelo, right? In the time of the Renaissance, man. This is not the true image according to the Bible, man. Right? This goes back to the 700s, which is a guy called Serapis Christians, man. This is not the true image, man. You know? But our people, they believe that that's the image because that's what they've been taught. The true image is the image in the Bible, right? Ants everywhere. Always something. All right. See yourself on there? Where your father from? Is he Irish, Scottish, England, Indian? Your dad Indian? Okay, I'm gonna read something to you. Read something to you out of the Bible. Okay? You believe the Bible? A lot of people say they do, but when we start reading, they figure out they don't. But I'm going to read something to you. Right? This is the book of Numbers, right? In the Old Testament. 1:18. It says, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. So what had went on right here, they were in the wilderness when Moses led the Israelites from captivity from the Egyptians. They show you every December, they show you that movie on TV, 10 Commandments, right? Those were the Israelites. And it says, they assembled all their congregation together on the first day of the second month. After it says the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, from 20 years and upward by their polls. So the pedigree is your bloodline. They say they declare your bloodline by your father's house because a man has sperm. When you go into that word sperm, it's a seed, right? A sperm is a seed. Just like if you're a farmer and you plow the ground, right? The woman would be considered the earth because she can take a seed, right? So when they say your nationality does not go by your mother, it goes by your father because he has the sperm, which actually makes the baby. The sperm is the baby. So if you say your father is Indian, the tribe of Gad are the North American Indians. That's the original name in the Bible. When you see that word G-A-D in the Bible, Gad or Gadites, that's talking about all the Native American tribes that were in North America. They have different sects. They call them Cherokee, Choctaw, Iroquois, Blackfoot. You know, it's different tribes. But they're all Gadite Indians. They're all North American Indians, right? And then in Florida, you have what's called the Seminole Indians, which are what you see down bottom is called Seminole Indians. The Seminoles are the ones who are in Florida. If your dad is a Gadite Indian, right, that will make you an Israelite, even though you look like a white person, right? Because it got to do with the spirit, it has nothing to do with the color. Because we have people that look like me, their fathers go back to white men from England. So they would be considered Edomites according to the Bible, because everybody nationality is in the scriptures. You have the whole story of the Bible. These are the two main characters right here in the Bible. You ever watch a movie? You have main characters, and you have the people that just in the movie.
What are you?
What am I?
It's real life.
Yeah, you are too.
How can I become a part of it?
You already a part of it. You're born into it. But what you see me doing is prophesying. We're prophesying because this society is getting ready to fall, and the change of power is about to happen. The original people who were in power, which are our people, we finna take it back through the spirit and power of the Lord. He finna destroy this place. He destroyed it systematically, but it's gonna be a physical destruction because they have been creating thermonuclear missiles for the last 15 years. He's gonna have them. If you watch news, you see how Trump is actually going into Iran. He messed with Iran. So Iran is one of the big players in the Third World War, and Russia. So what the Lord gonna do? Systematically gonna bring it down. Physically gonna make them have a war, and then the original people who are the original kings and queens of the earth, we're gonna take it back over through His power. So we out here prophesying this destruction that's coming. But like these are the two main characters in the Bible. Everybody else are like extras, the other nations, right? These are the two main characters. You got Esau, you got Jacob. Jacob is the father of those tribes that you see on that sign. This guy had 12 sons. And this was his twin brother in the Bible. Right? So it goes by your spirit. Because it's what they call changing the faces.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a chop game with you, big brother.
Right,
I'm up here hustling.
Hey, man.
I'm hearing you. I'm going to become a part of it.
Hey, we can talk.
All right.
Hey, get your money, man. Hey, we gotta live in this society. All right. So these are the two main characters in the Bible, Esau and Jacob, right? These are the two main characters because they were brothers in the Bible, right? I'm gonna hold that right. You can hold it up if you want. I'm gonna read it to you. Because when you're in Genesis, you go back to the Genesis, right? You have you remember the flood? You remember the story of the flood? Okay, it was 8 people got saved from the flood, right? Then you had, I'm gonna read this to you. Genesis chapter 9. I'm gonna read this to you. Genesis 9 and 18. And the sons of Noah that went forth from the ark were Shem, right? He had a son named Shem, and Ham and Japheth. And Ham was the father of Canaan. These are the 3 sons of Noah, right? And them, the whole earth was overspread. So you had 3 sons, right? Now, a lot of times people like to say that we are Africans. We're not African.
There are races, there's tribes.
Yeah, you got different nationalities, we call them nationalities. Now, you have, they like to say that we come from Africa. We left Israel, fled into Africa, and we lived there 1,500 years before we came to the transatlantic slave trade, right? I'm going to read something to you. This is the Zondervan Bible Compact Dictionary, right? This is a Bible dictionary, right? I'm going to show you something. I'm going to read Ham, right? It talked about that son Ham. I'm going to read this because they like to say we are Africans, right? Now, says Ham. Ham is right there, right? I'll read it for you. It says Ham, it says the youngest son of Noah, probably born about 96 years before the flood. It says, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood, he became the progenitor of the dark races, which that sentence is false. Because Ham, it just said he was the youngest kid. How is he the progenitor of the dark races? So they're trying to say his brothers were a different color. They were all the same color. Because the Lord made the man from the dust of the ground. So everybody was brown skinned, right? So it says, yeah. So they were Hebrews. So it's like they put that in there to throw you off, right? It says he was the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. So the or us, the ones who they call Negroes, mainly majority we in America. But he said Ham is not our father. Our father is Shem, right? And I'm gonna show you something else. Our father is Shem, right? Let me show you something else. Now, when you go into the table of nations, these nations, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, these are the sons that came out of the ship. A lot of times they try to say we Africans.
This is the false God.
See, this Japheth, this a whole different. This son right here, he is the progenitor of these people. See, the Hawaiians, Tongans, the Samoans, right? Do not they look brown skinned? The Aborigines, yeah, the Hawaiians, Samoans, their forefather is Japheth, one of the 3 sons that came out. But when the Greeks took over, they gave them these names. When Alexander took over. Now, Ham, who they try to say we come from Africa, he was the father of the Egyptians, Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the South Africans. Right? We didn't come out of those. These Negroes used to walk around America, they didn't come out of those. They came out of Shem, which the Israelites, when you go down the lineage, Israelites, Jacob, the 12 tribes, also so-called white man who walks around today, he came out of Shem also. And the Chinese, the Japanese, the Syrians, the Assyrians, and the East Indians, the one you see in all the liquor stores, and the Arabs. The same ones you see owning all the liquor stores and shit. They all come out of the same son. We all come out of the same son. But when you go down through the line, Isaac had Esau and Jacob, which you see on that sign. The so-called white man and the so-called Negro man you see in America, we are twin brothers, according to the Bible. We are more close related than anybody on the planet. Esau's our twin brother. Now, I'm going to read this to you. So, it's in the scriptures, right? This is the book of Genesis, 25th chapter, right? We'll read Genesis 25. Genesis 25. And I'm going to start at verse 19. It says, and these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begot Isaac because the father was Abraham, right? And it says, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethel, the Syrian of Padanaram, the sister of Laban, the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. She couldn't have kids, right? So he wanted to inquire to the Lord why my wife can't have kids. And then it says, and the Lord was entreated of him and Rebekah his wife conceived. So he heard the cry of Isaac, asking, why can't my wife have kids? So the Lord made it where she could have kids, right? It says, and the children struggled together within her. So while she was pregnant, there was a struggle going on in her body, right? And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? Now she's asking the Lord, why this struggle is going on in my body? Because when you have a baby, I don't know if you ever had a baby or not. If you had a baby, when people have baby, they always say, my baby's kicking, right? It kicks, right? But these two were inside the womb actually fighting. So she was like, it's a struggle going on in there because there's a lot of kicking going on, right? It's spiritual. It says, and she went to inquire the Lord, and the Lord said unto her, two nations, right? So the so-called white man, the white race is a whole nation within themselves. So are the so-called black race. We're a nation, right? It says the Israelites, we're a nation. The Negroes and the Latinos and the natives, we all brothers, right? So we are one nation. And it says, two manner of people are in thy womb. Two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other. So then when they come out, this saying somebody gonna be stronger than the other.
Should be separated from what?
Her bowels, her stomach. They gonna be separate. They not gonna be together. Like you see right now, the white race and so-called white race, so-called black race. I'm gonna say so-called because that word is not true to explain those people. Because
and even the white people aren't white because they're all kind of mixed.
They red. They're a mixture of red.
Or like me.
Like they kind of
look like but they're Indian and
different shades of red. Yeah. So like it says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So whoever come out first gonna wind up serving the younger. This talk about in the end, right? In the kingdom. It says, and the Lord said in verse 24, and when her days were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Twins come out, right? She didn't know she was having twins, because back then they didn't do ultrasounds. You know, you just pregnant back in them days.
Yeah.
So she had twins, right? And it says, and the first came out. So, now the first one coming out, it said, the elder gonna serve the younger, right? It says, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. If you go into the Hebrew, the word Esau means a Joshua, wasted away as he. When he came out, he didn't have no pigment like his brother did. They were all brown-skinned people, but when he came out, he was real red. So they was like, they said the Hebrew word Ashasha. That means he got no pigment. Like, what's up with it, right? So it says, and after they came his brother out, his hand took hold of Esau's heel, right? Meaning, when you take hold of somebody's heel, the heel is the end and the hand is the height. So that means when you take somebody's heel, you're bringing them down. You grab somebody by the heel, you're pulling them down. But you gotta remember, it says the older gonna serve the younger. So this is a symbolic statement, meaning that he's gonna bring him down one day. Now, who's on top right now? So-called white man. He has everything. He has everything. They own everything. They call them Rothschilds. I don't know if you heard that name before. They own everything on the whole world. They so-called white people. They own everything, right? So our people, our native people, I'm native too. Our people ain't on top. We in reservations, starving and shit. They ain't got no money. You see what I mean? We poor as hell. Exactly. See how that shit is? So it's like the suffering we go through is because of what we did against the Lord. So he's making us suffer right now in this particular time. But our time is going to come. We're going to rise back up and everything going to be good. And it says after that, it says, after they came out, his brother, his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and they called him Jacob. So his name was Jacob. Then Isaac was 80 when he buried him. And check this out. He says, the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, right? So he says he was a cunning hunter, meaning a deceitful hunter. Esau was. Now,
it's a calculator.
Yeah, it's a cunning hunter. Now think about it. Today, what does the so-called white man like to do when he have time off? He likes to go hunt. The Bible already said he was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. So he's a deceitful hunter. That's what they're saying. Because what? He lays traps for the animals. He puts on, he go deer hunting, he just don't hunt the deer, he put on stuff to make the deer think it's mating season, and the bucks come running, right? That's a deceitful hunter. It's describing Esau's character, so-called white man, in the Bible. Yeah, it's describing the so-called white man in the Bible. They always say, well, what a white man come in the Bible? Genesis, the 25th chapter, that's where the so-called white man enters into the Bible, right? In the physical flesh. That spirit that he has in him entered into Cain back in when they had Abel, right? Because it's all spiritual. The spirits go back to the heavens and they go back to other bodies when they come back. So,
but that doesn't necessarily mean that just because they seem to be more of one race that they're going to be good or bad.
Yeah, it was playing that way. Because it says, that's why we have a change of face. That's why you have Israelites, those people there, wherever they have kids at, it's still an Israelite. I even have kids with a so-called white woman. I have kids with a European white woman.
That's what I'm saying, it don't really matter.
So,
if you God's people, his language is written on your heart.
You gotta be his people. Who are his people?
They know
These people.
they can still hear
Right here. Let me show you.
You can't tell that
Let me show you.
by looking.
Yeah, you can. You got it. Let me show you.
God let Satan tempt
Right.
But my dad was.
Exactly. So that's how you find out who you are. See, I didn't come up judging you, right? I asked you who your father is. You said you're Indian, so if your dad's an Indian, this could be for you too. But it might not be for her, even though y'all look alike. Matter of fact, is her hair and she could be a white. The thing about it, her dad, her grandfather was a white man, and he had sex with a black woman. The baby is a white baby. That's what it is. Even though it'll look like a what they call mix, but there ain't really no such thing. But then what if that baby comes out a boy, right? He has that Lenny Kravitz look. And he goes sleeps with a white girl, like my stepson did. If you see my stepson and saw his daughter, you'd be like, who baby are you babysitting? It's his. It looks like a white baby now. Just think if that baby goes with another white woman, it'll come out with blue eyes, blonde hair. But it'll be of our tribe, Israel. It's a lot of people, man. Justin Timberlake, he's out of this tribe. What's the boy name played in Wolf of Wall Street? Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
His father's a Cuban. Yeah.
It sounds like it makes sense.
John Travolta is an Israelite. Robert De Niro. See? But see, they get that privilege of looking like white people. But they're Israelites. Right? And so it go by the Spirit. So let me show you this. This John 4:1. It says, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets have gone into the world. So we got to try the spirit. If somebody come up here and ask what's going on, right? I can look at them and say, okay, you look like this or you look like that. That's why I say, okay, I'm gonna use the Bible. This is the blueprint to try somebody. Because if they say, hey, I believe in that, but once you start reading in here, they'll be like, I don't believe that. Well, if you don't believe it, then you're not of these people. Because if you're not of the tribe of Jacob, who the Bible was given to, his people, you're not going to believe it.